Did you just key a Tesla the other day?
Do what?
You're on video. Yeah. This is the guy. You just keyed a Tesla. You got a video online. I just saw it. It's all over the fucking face. The media.
You know, Tesla.
Yes, you did. You keyed a Tesla in a parking lot somewhere around here. What do you got to say about that?
I didn't do that.
Well, you're on video. I said, I plainly saw you doing it. You pulled up right next to it, and then you keyed it.
Oh, shit.
You want to bet?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, they got your license plate. I'm surprised you haven't been contacted by the police yet.
Let him do it.
I mean, what do you have to say? I mean, I saw you do it. I'm just curious. I mean, just because of Elon, you're wearing a USA T-shirt, driving a Korean car. Why would you key an American car? The guy's probably a Democrat that owns it. I think it's a woman. I mean, I'm just curious why you did that. You just don't have anything to say about that? Neither one of you guys do?
Nope.
Okay. You're handicapped, too. I mean, this is just kind of ridiculous. Well, good luck to you, sir. Hope you learned a lesson. Chase Bank.
What it do, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee back at it, and this is some wild-ish, man. Domestic terrorism aimed at Tesla in the good old US of A. Have you guys been seeing this going down? You seen that guy? Yo, that was funny, right? He's like, what are you talking about? That's bullshit. They got it all on camera, queued it all up. That was in San Jose. That individual keyed a Tesla. We got in Illinois, there's a woman. We're going to highlight this all. I got some more clips to roll for y'all, man, but it's crazy. Stick with me. I'll jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about all this as Elon Musk. And there's another question in all this, too. If Elon will lose his, being the chairman of Tesla, you'll see it all as we get to these clips, as he's a part of Trump's team, even though the whole Doge thing, from my understanding, is an unofficial position, right? Am I not mistaken when I say that? As a lot of people think Elon and Trump are doing good things and they're auditing foreign expenditures, and there's a lot of fugaziness and fluffery going down with where the money is going from the US of A. And some people say, nah, man, Trump is on some bullish. Elon bought his way into Trump's not even cabinet, right? Because it's not an official position, I don't believe, the whole Doge thing. But they're deading off the US AID stuff. And, you know, there's people, too, we've seen talking about, I'm laughing at my neighbor. This is one that I came across a little while back where a guy was sharing how his neighbor had worked for USDA for like 15 years and got the axe, deaded off, no more job for you. And rather than the gentleman looking at his neighbor and saying, man, that sucks, tough for him, he was laughing at his neighbor because he said, you voted for Trump, you pushed for this type of ish to be going down, that's on you, you dumb bastard. But getting back to what we're talking about, you see the the FBI Joint Terrorist Task Force or whatever is looking into all these attacks against Tesla dealerships or anything Tesla as an act of domestic terrorism. And we just said there was the one in South Carolina. That was the dude that keyed it. Illinois, you'll hear about that in a second. In Portland, someone was firing shots into Teslas. Vegas, there was just a big one where someone threw Molotov cocktails. And South Carolina, a guy was lighting ish on fire and ended up burning himself up, and he's sitting in jail facing a possible 20-year prison sentence with burns all over his body. It's absolutely bonkers. But let's roll this clip, man. Y'all can see a little bit more of what we're talking about here.
Video out of Las Vegas. Look at this. This is an attack at a Tesla service center. Investigators say someone used Molotov cocktails to set several vehicles on fire and then shot at them. So this is part of a growing wave of attacks on Tesla products and shops all across the country. The Attorney General calling them acts of domestic terrorism. Correspondent Alex Capriello is live right now in a Chicago suburb. And Alex, that's where a woman is accused of a similar attack.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. Just this morning, a 26-year-old woman actually appeared in a Buffalo Grove, Illinois courtroom accused of felony vandalism as well as trespassing related to possible spray painting that happened at this Tesla dealership right here behind me. Now we're seeing the U.S. Attorney General promising the full force of the Justice Department against these vandals. However, we know her hands are most certainly going to be full considering these incidents are happening all across the country. Let's begin here in Las Vegas, where witnesses reported seeing someone dressed in black setting the all-electric vehicles on fire. When police arrived, the word resist was spray painted on the building. Also, on the West Coast in San Diego this time, mass protests erupting outside Tesla dealerships. However, these peaceful protests and demonstrations accompany further acts of vandalism. This dealership had to work to remove spray-painted swastikas and curse words from its fleet. Also in Portland now, police say someone fired 7 bullets into 3 Tesla cars at a dealership. A different dealership altogether nearby was targeted when a hooded figure began throwing Molotov cocktails at those EVs. Trump's newly appointed Attorney General, Pam Bondi, now calling this domestic terrorism. She says the Justice Department has already charged instigators related to these attacks, which carry a minimum sentence of 5 years prison time. Elon Musk, in the meantime, attempting to validate his efforts at the Department of Government Efficiency, saying he's being targeted for his work within the federal government.
They basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud. And they want to hurt Tesla because we're stopping this terrible waste and corruption in the government.
Back here in Buffalo Grove, the woman that appeared in court today has been released on her own recognizance. She's no longer in police custody. She has another hearing coming up in May. In the meantime, Nicole, she's been ordered to stay away from all Tesla dealerships.
All right, so Alex, another big piece of all of this, we know the markets have absolutely been in turmoil in recent weeks. How is Tesla weathering all of that?
Yeah, if you've looked at your portfolio lately, you know that Tesla is going through a lot of trouble right now. We've seen the stock drop about 40% just within this month alone. One wealth manager who owns about $105 million worth of stock in Tesla has actually called for Elon Musk to step down as CEO, saying the business has been completely neglected since he's taken on this new responsibility with the federal government. And he says that Musk's behavior has put the entire company at risk.
So, pretty crazy stuff. What does everyone make of it? Clearly, this is all coming from behind Elon's affiliation with Trump. And we got one more clip I want to roll for y'all. It's from a great R&B singer, man, who at times he seemed like he's lost his motherfucking mind. You know what I mean? There was a point in time a few years back, people were like, the Illuminati got a hold of him, man, where he just, it was looking ugly. He's had bouts with mental illness and stuff like that. I can't remember what it was more recently he went viral for. There was something in regards to some election-wise going on. I can't recall what it was. It was a big debate though. But we'll get to that in just 1 second. But you see it all, man. This is going on all across the country, and there's a website too. If you pay attention, it says that is seemingly soliciting for these acts to happen. It's nuts, man. Like there's an all-out war from in the old US of A against anything Tesla. Now, like I was saying, I want to know, as always, if you're new to the channel, guys, subscribe, hit the buttons, all that. You know what I mean? We talk about sports, we talk about news, we talk about all kinds of ish, and it's all about hearing from the people. So subscribe, join the discussion in the comments. But also, do you think that Tesla, just as a brand, right there, you heard where someone was saying, yo, stock is down 35%. 0.4% or whatever, and it's dropping even more. And aside from all this political jockeying and all this political drama, will Elon Musk possibly just like step down, or could he be voted out? I don't, always too, for those, you know what I mean, how I was saying, I want to hear from y'all. I'm never the guy that claims to be the expert. So if you've never seen a video of mine before, you don't know that. I'm letting you know I don't claim to be the guy that has all the answers. But this is pretty fucking nuts, man. The feds are out here, looking for the anti-Tesla terrorists. Tesla as a brand, a company, is like, yo, Elon, you're neglecting what you're supposed to be doing with Tesla. And I don't know, there's so much more to it. But let me close this video out. Let's talk about it all, guys, in the comments. And here goes that R&B artist I was talking about, Tyrese. He says he's stepping to everyone here as a brother in Christ. He's doing this as a man of Christ, and he is not fond of Trump or Elon Musk. So here goes that clip. Look forward to talking to everyone in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, and let's talk. Here's that last clip.
I'm going to tell y'all who I am. All of the Latinos for Trump. All of the blacks for Trump. All of the veterans for Trump. All of the victims and families of 9/11 for Trump. All of the people that's still driving around in a Cybertruck, Tesla, whatever the case may be. There's people out here laughing at you right now. Who that man is was on full display on the first go round. Now listen, there's a lot of people that says, look, I don't care about none of that shit, Trump gonna help us to get money. Well, y'all see the economy, you see the stock market, you see what's going on, you see all of this unprecedented amount of power and access he's given to a man named Elon Musk because he donated over $250 million to his campaign. I didn't really know that politicians were actually for sale, but we're experiencing this in real time. I'm going to give you an early prediction. In the history of Trump, he has pretty much had fallen outs with every political figure in every position of anyone he has ever hired. They've all sued him. They've all tried to expose him. They've all tried to write books. They've all went balls to the wall to try and take him out on all level. It's one thing to be Democrat and have a problem with a Republican. It's another thing to say these are all of the people that you hired yourself, and all of your lawyers and everybody that was in Trump's cabinet have all went after him on the first round. If you don't think that's going to happen again on this round, just sit back and watch. And one of the biggest predictions, and I almost want to start a website or release my own coin around this idea. The biggest fallout that's waiting to happen, and it's going to be monumental with the things that will be exposed from this, is going to be the fallout that happens between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I can almost bank on it. I smell it, see it from a million miles away. This is a beautiful dance right now. Unprecedented amounts of power and access. Federal jobs. People are out here hurting and suffering. The new word for neo-Nazi, the new word for Ku Klux Klan is called DEI. Y'all understand that? Unprecedented amount of power and access. And he does not have a background in any of these things. But the most legendary, monumental fallout waiting to happen where Elon Musk is going to expose every secret imaginable. It's all coming. I'm letting y'all know that now. And outside of that prediction, I want to also say to all of the Latinos for Trump, all the veterans for Trump, all the blacks for Trump, all the Asians for Trump, all of the anybody, does not matter. All the Republicans for Trump. I'm praying for you. I'm actually an empath. And people are online laughing and making a mockery. He told y'all who he was. He told y'all what he was going to do. Your dumb ass drunk. You going to fuck around and find out. All the above. But in the midst of all of this mockery, saying you voted for him, and like he's done many, many times before, you vote for him, and then now you're suffering for someone that you ended up supporting. You had your choice between Kamala Harris. That didn't work for you, and that's fine, because that's the beauty of democracy, right? We get to vote. But it doesn't do anything for me to see so many people in so much pain, losing their jobs, struggling, suffering in all of this pain, losing their homes, all of their savings, all of their retirement plans. At your age, you may have had that job for 20, 30 years. You're a veteran that have literally put your life on the line and served this country. Social Security, food stamps, any and everything that you need to simply feed your family is all being compromised. And I just want y'all to know, it's no laughing matter. It's not funny. This is not a moment for us as Americans to be he, ha, ha. You voted for him. That's what the fuck you get. That's cool. You can go ahead and do that if that's your choice. But at the end of the day, if you move the way I move, and you try your best to think and have a heart towards everyone through the lens of the Lord Jesus Christ, there is nothing about anybody suffering that's funny. There are people out here that have had ongoing medical issues from the worst terrorist attack that has ever hit American soil, 9/11. And they and their medical and the money that was in place to continue servicing their health needs. These are firefighters. These are men and women of service, including civilians that have been dealing with health issues since September 11th. That Donald Trump actually showed up to support when it all happened. He just cut off their funding. Social Security is being compromised, food stamps, public education, college funding. They are trying to shut down black historical museums and churches and any and everything that has to do with black. They're on a mission to shut it down. This is the president that America chose. And so rather you love him still, rather you love a lot of what he's doing, and you're over there at the house rich and fancy and nothing about who you are and what you have as far as your home and your kids and your education, and anything about your financial life is being compromised. Lucky you. I'm okay too financially, but I have a heart, and my heart aches every single day just knowing the amount of people that are out here suffering because of what's happening politically. And I just want y'all to know, I, your brother in Christ, I know I happen to be a black man, but I am a man of God and your brother in Christ. I am praying for you. And I am hoping that some way, somehow, God shows up and does what only God can do in the midst of everything. You may have signed up for it. You may have said Trump. You may have been at all of his campaigns and Trump. And now all of a sudden, the man that you supported is compromising you and your house and your family and your children and your survival. None of this is good. But I'm just going to pray for you. Nothing about what you're dealing with is funny. It should not be a mockery. It should not be a ha, 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 ha. You might be going up and down your timeline and your Facebook trying to delete all of your messages from everything that you were passionately doing to support this man. Nothing is funny. But I'm praying for you because all of this stuff is hurting me the way it's hurting you. God bless you. I wanted to send this message specifically out on the Lord's Day, this Good Sunday. God bless you guys. Stay strong, okay? I'm praying for you. Peace.